ain't having none of the issues that y'all having. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't having none of the problems that y'all having. I'm still shooting that drink.
There
Right
it is,
this is what I'm trying to
B.
I'm taking shots. I'm hitting them.
Yeah.
Right.
I was digging, City.
Yeah.
I don't want
you had to pull it
I'm
out.
not
B. You
having
had to
none
pull
of
it out
the
of them.
issues that they having. So I'm gonna give it a 7.5. I'm gonna give it a 7.5, maybe an 8. The game after the patch, the game is more responsive. My steals are still there. You run by me, give me that. I'm taking the ball. I'm taking all the balls. Give me all of them.
There it is. You guys wanted the pause moment. You got the pause moment. Jay-Z's taking all the balls, just so you know.
Not like that. I'm talking about basketball.
I just had a.
All right, we back with the next one. Episode 3. The 2K crossover with your boy, Brutal Sim on the scene. Jay and AllCity, man. Man, introduce yourself, man. I ain't introducing no grown ass man.
It's on you, Jay.
Man, y'all sure this 3? I thought this was 4.
Did you come 4? Huh? Did you come up with a new thing? Is this still fresh from the barbershop for this episode too?
It might be 4.
I think it's 4, but
all right.
I'm still fresh from the barbershop. I don't care.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
It don't matter. I just wanted to highlight this.
What was that inside a barbershop, bro?
I am hoping that this.
Don't even carry your son to the barbershop, bro.
I'm hoping that
your son got longer dreads than yours and way more luxurious, by the way. But
I told him that today, and he was like, "Yeah, like, bro, leave." Like you saw, like we watching the video, and he checked the video out on TikTok. Dang, it was a hell luxurious. Like, come on, man, leave. Just stop. This was a shot at me. You would think he was complimenting the kid, but he was taking a shot at my hair because he wanted to ask me how his hair is luxurious and yours is not. But it's all good. Anyway, I'm definitely still fresh from the barbershop. This is episode 4. Take that down. This is a rare moment where Brute was wrong about something. Write it down. Take a picture. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen often.
What happened?
But it's episode 4.
What happened? Huh? What are you talking about? Wrong?
Is it the 4th episode?
Isn't me? Exactly. It's 3.5.
3.5. Yeah, we did a live stream.
Yeah, that's right. You're absolutely right. So yeah, we'll say 3.5. One of them was live.
I know what you're talking about. All right, I'm never wrong. Never wrong.
Oh man, over to you, City. Over to you. Take it away.
Yes, sir. AllCity in the building. You already know what it is. Thank you for tuning in to the 2K crossover. Let's get it.
Bro, I ain't gonna start off with all the heat now, man. I just want to up this out because AllCity been going with that no VC spent grind. I respect it. I ain't gonna front with y'all. He got more patience than me. Nice. But it seemed like it's not as bad as we think this year, man. So, City, what you think about that no VC grind so far?
Hey, listen, I know there's going to be a tough pill to swallow for a lot of folks, especially with these shooting woes and all this stuff that's going on in the community. But I don't see it, man. You know, one of the goals going no money spent this year, and one of the things that I thought I was going to see was these aggressive pay-to-win mechanics.
Right.
This is what we've been preaching for years, right? 2K has these pay-to-win mechanics that don't allow you to play without boosts, without Gatorade. Now, I don't know if things have changed for 2K24, but right now, no boost, no Gatorade. And I'm out there feeling like maybe not the most dominant player, but if I compared my player from 2K23 to 2K24, there's very little difference. I'm out there shooting. Yeah, I feel good and I'm getting better with each day. That could be because I have a closer relationship with my build. Could very well be that. I only got one build because I'm going no money spent. But
right.
No money spent. I could tell you, I'm just having a great experience. The fun is back for me. I'm losing track of time. The hours just passed. This is what 2K used to mean to me. Right. And now I got that back. It could be all due to no money spent, yeah.
Now you think you're spending more time on it because it's more time because you're actually pressing toward a goal and you're really trying to get there? Or do you think it's just because the game is more fun and it's just more inviting? Or do you think it's a combination of both?
Well, the way I see it, I brought my player out initially at 63 overall, 62, 63, and I brought him online.
Right.
One of my goals, because everybody that I run with, they spend money on their bills, they spend money on boosts and Gatorade. So I definitely didn't want to be a liability. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So initially I was in my career and trying to get right. Because of that, I think I developed that closer relationship with my build, so I'm paying closer attention to my animations and everything I can do, and it's a methodical process as opposed to my experience in previous years where I bring the build right out and it's almost like for me, I feel like I should know this stuff already. Nah, I didn't take that for granted.
So now, do you think you were cheating yourself, or if you bought, you would be cheating yourself?
That's the best way to
process of learning like everything about your build. Instead, you buying your way and then you kind of shortcut, but you don't really learn it because you fast forwarding. Your
expectations are so much higher. When you buy your build, you put those attributes up, your expectations are super high. And then not to mention the additional pressure of folks trying to say, you missed, and what's your 3-ball? Initially, ASAP, they're like, what's your 3-ball, bro? Mm-hmm. So going through the initial process, I think like Brute had just mentioned, I feel like I have been cheating myself over the last few years. 2K24 could be just a very different game overall, but the experience I'm having now is night and day. Like I'm not deleting the game this year. 21, 22, 23, all got deleted. 24, I could tell you off rip, I'm not deleting the game, bro. I'm having too much fun.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at.
I have to give 2K props, man. Mm-hmm. I gotta give 2K props. So my experience have been similar because y'all know me. I don't like to play with boosts anyways because I'm frugal. That's the main thing. That's just it. Simple. And just I've been one of the few people that have been complaining about boosts being in the game in general. And to be honest with y'all, I think years of complaining, they are listening.
Right.
So you think boost has a less of an impact this year?
Yes.
Gotcha. So there's a noticeable difference for you playing without boost than it was last year, because I know you did no boost last year.
Exactly. No, I did it last year, and I'm telling you, boy, shooting is where it tends to really shine the most. Like you really stand out when it comes to shooting the most, because shooting you definitely shoot more. Everything else you could make up. Like you could make up the playmaking, you could make up the rebounds, you make up everything else with the boost. But shooting is that thing you need to be consistent, right? Right. And you don't want to be a liability. But yeah, I've seen a difference overall.
Look at that.
Honest.
So in your recommendation for 2K24, it's a possibility you could play without boost.
Yes, you could run with no boost. You couldn't.
I feel the same way,
now, if you're a little ass point guard and all you rely on is the speed boost and shoot threes and free hunts, you probably don't want to do that.
Right. That's right. Yep. I get that.
All right. Jay, will you ever think about going no boost?
I don't. Gatorade. What are we talking? Well, I don't use Gatorade at all because I don't dribble. But and if I dribbled, it was a mistake. And that was your mistake because you passed me the ball when I wasn't in scoring position. So
we could pass it back though.
Huh? Why would I do that? I went to Big Mac School of Scoring. You think I'm passing the ball back? Man, I'm the first graduate. I got my diploma right here, Big Mac School of getting buckets. We don't pass the ball, baby. So it's your fault for passing it to me. So I don't dribble. If I dribble, I probably took that one dribble and went to the rim. But so I never use Gatorade, and the only boost I ever use is a shooting boost, just because.
No, keep using that.
That's exactly. Because you again. Because if I'm missing, and you like you got on. That's the same bill. Yeah. What's your 3-pointer? It's still 85.
Start asking questions. What's your social?
You got boost. You got boost. No, go put some boost on when you play with me, man. But that's the only one. Only one I use. Yeah, only one I ever use is shooting boost, and that's just like I said. That's the one that you can't make up for. Everything else, rebound, knocking box out, steals, whatever. I don't really need them. All the other stuff I can make up for, but the shooting boost, that's the only one that I use. And a lot of times when I run out of shooting boost, I just go play a bunch of not park games, the street ball games, because it's real quick and it's 300 VC. I go play 10, 20 of those real quick, and then I'll buy my boost off of that.
All right, so. I mean, shout out to 2K, man. We got to start the compliments before we start the controversy. Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah, that's facts.
Yo, that's 2K dropped one of the biggest patch I've seen in years. It was like around 17 gigs, I think, on Xbox, and 11 gigs on PlayStation, right? Definitely, especially since we moved to next gen. Usually the patches are around 3 gigs or so. But this big game changing. And the question I have is, to start it off, before we get into the details, were we beta testing NBA 2K24? Because this has changed the way how everything looked, how it feels. The game just looked cleaner. When you go into the records, like they got to pay someone extra to polish the floors and shit. Like, So we're gonna start off here. I'm gonna start off with you, Jay.
I think that we were beta testing it. I ain't gonna lie to you. And it's not necessarily a bad thing, I guess, except for the fact that we paid 2 beta testers. Now, if we were paid beta testers, I wouldn't have cared. But we paid 2 beta tested, so that's my issue with it. I'm one of those people also that feels like it doesn't matter. The ends does not always justify the means, but I don't mind so much what we have to go through as long as we get it right in a reasonable amount of time. So, for the first month, the game, like I said, the first 3 days, game was immaculate. The second, that first patch changed everything. And then this patch changed everything. It's a totally different game than it was last week when I said that, we weren't playing the same game that we were playing the first 3 days. We certainly aren't playing the same game now. But this one is still fun. I'm still having fun with the game. A lot of the issues that everybody, like, sometimes you have to block out the noise because you hear everybody else talking and beating it down. So it makes you start paying attention to the stuff that didn't matter to you in the first place, and then you start complaining. But it's just like, to me, I don't care. To me, it's not a big deal, man. I mean, I'm enjoying the game, but I will say this, like I was telling you earlier. I think that all my issues with the game is because I just been going so hard and I'm just burnt out at this point, or I'm close to burning out because I've been playing so much, doing content, everything. So that might be why I'm starting to feel a little edgy.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
We're going to get on Call of Duty this weekend, the open beta, and we're going to come back after the weekend. It's probably going to be, you know what I mean? It's going to be just like a new game. So I'm cool.
All right. CD, what do you think? We will beta testing or not?
I mean, for me, it was a different experience because, the first few days I was in my career offline, so I didn't get to experience, what I'm saying? I didn't see none of what y'all talking about. Not only that, when I'm coming, like when I'm actually bringing my player out, when I get him to 63, I'm not trying to do the most. I'm trying to do as little as possible. So I sit in the corner, wait for my point guard to set up the open shot, and then I try and take it. So I spent my first couple weeks in that type of slow motion, methodical gameplay. And that has changed drastically with the game that we have now, because now my players are 95 overall. And a lot of you guys that are watching probably got dropped off by my player with no boost, no Gatorade. And I'm not an arrogant player.
Sorry to cut you, City. That raises probably a next problem of us just buying the game and going out there too early.
Right.
Like, let's just fast forward it and just run out there for real, because you got a huge advantage now that you ain't experienced a lot of the nonsense. You know what I mean? So sorry to cut you off, man.
No, it's facts what you're saying, bro. Because, all right, so I'll give you guys now. I sympathize with the struggles that a lot of players are having with shooting, right?
Right.
But 3 to 4 days prior to the patch, every game was going 50, 60%, probably higher even. There's 3 to 4 days prior to the patch. Then after the patch, I ended up going through the struggle just like, but the struggle lasted a couple hours.
Yes.
It's something changed, but I was able to adjust because of that close relationship I have with my player, where I'm looking at, I don't have the luxury of just switching a build. You know what I'm saying? I don't have that luxury.
You got that one build.
One build. Yeah, so I'm completely honed in on my shot timing visual cue. And I got to tell you guys, if you're struggling with shooting, just like I was struggling right after the patch for a couple hours, if you really just humble yourself. I know a lot of us are veterans in the game. I get that. We're veterans. We think that we know this game like the back of our hand. The fact is 2K24 is a different game. And after the patch,
it's even fire sound effect.
There you go, man. Yeah, there you go. So if we just kind of like humble ourselves, minimize our ego just a slight bit and say, all right, I'm a veteran. I've personally been playing the game since the very first release on Dreamcast. If anybody's supposed to be arrogant with what they know about 2K, is me, J-Eazy Brute.
Trust me.
I'm not. So I say, humble myself. I put my team in front of me and I let them lead the way and I get in where I fit in. And going through that process, all the players around me have learned that, yo, you got a really good build out there. You're going crazy. So now I'm leading the way. Now I'm there helping to lead the way. So that's been my experience.
All right. But I ain't gonna throw you. All that sound good and well, but the patch came along with a lot of problems. Okay. And I know, although you didn't get to see everything that happened early, we all experienced a few of these problems. These palm trees, man. These palm trees. Yo, I'm in the Caribbean, man. I'm already like I got coconut trees in my backyard and stuff. I don't need it in 2K in the wreck in a building. Okay. Now, I was really frustrated because I think 2K should have people testing multiple camera angles before they do something like this. Right. So that was my biggest frustration. Of course, the badge glitch situation is there as well. And as you mentioned, just touched on, was a bunch of shooting changes. A lot of people are complaining about it, man. So what have your experience been so far after the patch? Jay, you can lead off.
Like I said, I've been shooting 50 plus the whole time. My biggest aggravation is like I'm already expected to have to adjust my. This is just a 2K thing. I expect to adjust certain things after every patch. I feel like they're gonna break my jump shot after every patch. That's how I've always approached it, and I'm either gonna have to relearn it. I'm talking about since 2K16. I felt like that. So this is not nothing new to me. So I felt like after every patch, we got to go back, relearn things, look at it, and it's almost a different game. So with that being the case, I always go back and just be like, okay, well, they did just patch it. Let me figure this out. But just like City said, like for me, that lasted a couple of games. I took a couple of shots and I was like, okay, I don't like the way this shot is feeling. I'm hitting them, but I can't hit this version of the shot, which is the fast one. I get the slow, you got 3 timers on each shot, it seems like. So you got your regular timing, fast timing, and slow timing. I can never hit the fast one. So I went and made a shot where I could hit the fast one. And then I just adjusted. I just adjusted to it. So, I mean, that don't mean that I like it, but I think I found some secret sauce in there, by going through this that has helped me along the way, which I will be sharing in a later video. Link down in the description.
What's your 3 ball, by the way?
85.
85. All right. Cool.
Yeah, I ain't got no high 3 ball. It is. I guess that's high. Is that high? I don't know.
Nah, well, it seems like in 2K24 is high.
Yeah.
What about the
badge glitch? Was that
the badge glitch? The badge glitch. Have you been affected by the badge glitch situation? Because I ain't gonna lie, there was a lot of fear going on, like fear mongering going on in the 2K community. People telling you, don't play online. If anybody quit out, your badges go to bronze.
It was scary.
It's very possible that I experienced it, but again, as the president of the Badge Regression and Appreciation Association, I feel like I never looked
inbound.
I never looked at the badges. I just never looked at. I never looked at my badges. I never looked at anything. So they could have very well gone to bronze. But I feel like in this 2K more than any other 2K, badges enhance your ability more. I mean, instead of unlocking the ability to do something.
I'm glad you mentioned that, man.
You know what I'm saying? Facts, so I never really looked at my badges. I didn't look at them. So, but we did make some people quit out in the wreck, and I mean, maybe they did go back to bronze, but I didn't pay attention.
City, what do you think?
I feel very similar to Jay, man. I played the whole year the same way since 2K24 release. I don't pay attention to my badges. I just go out there. I'm more so focused on my attributes, getting my attributes up. And I get my attributes up. I go out there, have fun, and I notice with each increase of my attributes that I'm able to do more out there. But like Jay said, it seems like this year badges don't unlock particular abilities for you to do more out there. Your player is going to be able to do well whatever level of badges you have on. Now I know a lot of you guys may be in disagreement. Like if you're running the 1 and you're like one of those aggressive shooters out there, you're going to need particular badges, Blinders, Hall of Fame, and things like that, Limitless. We get that. But for my role, similar to Jay's role, a spot up shooter, whether you're at the hash or the corner, you wait for your call on a cut, things like that, you don't need to pay attention. You don't need to invest so much energy into maxing out this badge or that badge.
Right. Yeah. The ones that I use the most are the ones that are just there for me. And I put so much immunity, and so I actually feel like I did my stuff the right way. So I floor set the ones that I want.
Yes, indeed.
And then I put the accelerator on some and immunity on the ones that I'm not going to use. And scholar, I feel like I used that really the right way to where I don't have to worry about it so much. But you do have to go unlock those, and you can play some street ball, get yourself some VC, unlock all this stuff, man.
Well, I saw a few theories when it comes to certain things with these patches, right? Like someone had a theory that they think that the devs to combat the Zens, because a lot of Zen conversation and cheating has been going on. Made to actually add some more when it comes to the jump shot timing. What do y'all think about that? That's a conspiracy I heard, and I started thinking about it. It makes sense because
I've seen it a lot, and I've not seen nobody talk about Zens since the patch either. I ain't seen nobody really say nobody was Zenning since the patch.
This was leading right up to the patch, that folks. The Zen conversation was heavy right up to the patch. After the patch, the joint just cut off.
Instantly.
That's true. Yeah,
instantly. But I heard he got something in the works, boy. Oof. I did.
I did too, man. Them dudes be coming through in the comments, man. They tell you, they be like, "Yo, yeah, they got us, but we'll be back. We'll be back with something."
They are arrogant with it, boy.
I'm sure.
Trust me, they are arrogant. In fact, it got a new animation glitch going around too. By the way,
I saw that the crossover joint.
They could equip any move on any player.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear that. Wow.
Yeah. And my guy Yardman posted a video on it, and he sent me the info on it. Like, but he blocked out the person name who did, of course. I don't want to be, exposing anybody, even though they do let 2K figure that out, right? To be honest, the glitches in the game, let it fix the glitch in the game. But yeah, this person was equipping like short player or small player moves on a 6'7" guard. Okay, so he has Steph Curry moves in there, Steph Curry jump shot, stuff that you can't get on the 6'7". He was.
I need that.
I saw most people in the 2K communities think about it. No, my thing is right. I don't like that they're breaking the game. But I think 2K logic with these SIGs are off. I created a 6'9", right? Like a KD type build because I have to go 6'9" to get some decent moves, by the way. That's why I can't go 6'10".
And go 6'10".
Right. And guess what? With my 6'9", with the shortest arms possible so I could get whatever, I can't even get Kevin Durant's size up or his SIGs. Any of his size up or SIGs. Makes no sense. Like, so you can't even with the 6'6", you can't get Michael Jordan moves on a 6'6", or even
that was crazy.
Like who are the people that are making these decisions? No offense, I'm not trying to offend y'all. I'm just asking a serious question that they need to look at yourselves.
Because I've always felt like the move should be locked off by ball handling or what you put it on, and then the ball handling can be governed by your height or what have you. But the moves themselves, if you can get 90 ball handling on a 6'10", then you should be able to have whatever moves that you want because you made a big sacrifice to get that, right? But and it also should probably cost more to have that much ball handling on a 6'10". But that's a whole nother conversation. But I've always felt like the move should be locked off by attributes, not height gated. You know what I'm saying? Like if you got I got an 85 3 ball and I can't get like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and I'm pretty sure he's like 6. I don't know how tall he is. What, 6'5", 6'6", 6'7"? I don't know. But I can't get that shot. I can't get his shot because,
And sometimes I try to cut 2K some flack because I think a lot of times the 2K community does it to themselves by the whining and complaining. Because 6'9" was a problem they said last year. I don't think it was. To be honest, I think 6'8" was way more overpowered last year.
Right.
The community cries about everything. Then 2K. Unfortunately, this is why I'm always cautious when people crying too much, right? Because 2K don't kind of patch something or slightly nerf something. They take it out the game. Okay, they say, okay, this is a problem. Kill them. Kill those 6'9", remove them from point guards. We should not have any 6'9" point guards. We don't even care if there's a Ben Simmons in the league that's damn near 6'11" and playing PG. We don't care about none of that. We're just going to take away 6'9" from PGs. Like,
It's a
what's
very
up?
off with their heads mentality. It's a
Yeah.
very off with their heads mentality. And then I like I said, that's why, like you said, I always say I want to be careful. We got to be careful what we ask for. Just like this is how the 2K community. They asked, hey, there's a lot of delay, a lot of lag in the game. They removed it. About 75% of it is gone. Bro, now you got people real life calling for the lag to come back. Y'all serious?
They dead serious, B.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they like, yeah, we need that lag back. We need that latency back, B. We want to go
No.
back to shooting.
Let
Homie,
me ask you
the
a
latency
question.
makes
Let me
your
ask you a
jump shot's
question.
going to be faster.
But let me ask you a question though. Do you think because the lag was in the game, a lot of people adjusted to that lag and was able to be very consistent with shooting? Now that it's fixed, it threw off a lot of their timings, and that's why a lot of people are struggling right now.
Probably was shooting off straight timing. They could have been shooting off straight timing and then, not using the cue. And we've been telling people, even Mike said it on that last tweet. You got to use your visual cue now because we have explicit anti-cheat measures in the game. So you're not going to be able to shoot off timing anymore. You're going to have to shoot off cue. And
but City just said that's why he shoot consistent. City just says that.
Right.
I shoot off cue. But
so
I mean,
can I just add one thing to piggyback off what you said? Because especially after this last patch, the 2K community has a culture, because this is the game we've had in front of us where we've been accustomed to shooting off muscle memory for years.
Right. Yeah.
So it's hard to flip the switch in a matter of 2 years. And we're still going through that learning curve. So for instance, like what I saw prior to the patch, it almost became muscle memory, but that was just because I was so locked in with my visual cue. Yeah. But then after the patch, it was thrown off again. So I was like, damn, one of the first things that I was saying was, I can't even gauge my visual cue. That's what I was saying the 2 hours after the patch. I can't gauge the joint. So what I'm trying to get at here is that even when you think you're there, you need to take it 2 more notches up, is what I noticed after the patch. Take your focus 2 more notches up, and you'll see that your visual cue ain't lying to you.
No, it's there.
So that's what I've noticed. I don't know if y'all would notice the same thing.
Yeah, I'm a heavy visual cue shooter. I've been pushing it for years. I've been recommending it for years. And I think it's a very hard concept for people to grasp right now because they've been doing something for so many years that is very difficult to just make a quick switch. But even last year, that I was pushing why everybody was complaining about the variable shot timing. I was like, it's way simpler than you all think. You just gotta look at your animations, you'll be all right. I've never been a consistent shooter or even care to be. And that's the main thing. I never cared to be, right? But last year I was lights out easily. Just because I understood how shooting was.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, to add to that, it's like we agree. I know everyone's in agreement here that 2K has those anti-cheat measures, and that maybe, especially after this last patch, there's more aggressive fluctuations in your shot.
Yeah.
But just because you're receiving those fluctuations doesn't mean that your animation changed in regards to your release and where you're going to release it at. So if you're going to get a faster shot, and this has happened to me online, where naturally I hit and I pressed the button and released super quick because the defender was in proximity. But my animation kind of told me when to release. So whether it was faster or slower, my animation is telling me the point of release. So I know it's a hard thing, a hard pill to swallow, but give it a shot. Try to pay closer attention to your cues, yeah?
Yeah. One thing I have noticed too is I know that they said the timing stability is the biggest thing to hitting contested shots. And I started thinking the other day, there's also this thing in the game called defensive immunity. So how is time and stability is going to make you shoot better, but defensive immunity, what would it do if time and stability is, long story short, I feel like I found this morning that your defensive immunity keeps your shot from changing more than its time and stability. Because I was shooting with the shot that when me and Brute was shooting with the shot. What's that shot? It had like a C minus. It's got like a C minus, but it's got an A.
Sense, though.
It's got an A. Yeah.
Think about it. That makes sense because now if the defensive immunity is high, that means if someone contests your shot
then
it
it
will
goes.
change
Then it's
less.
gonna move over to the time and stability, I
It will
guess.
change less.
Right.
Because if you have defensive
Exactly.
immunity, that probably means it affects
Less
your
contest.
shot less.
Correct.
Mhm.
Correct.
So
So
now
it
that
didn't.
makes
Yeah.
sense if you really think about it.
Yeah. Because I've been shooting with the base that I've been shooting with, and it's got like a very high A
Yeah.
defensive immunity. And like you remember the shots, I think Caldwell Pope, it don't have that much defensive immunity. It's like a B or a C or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
I was like, dang, I
Look.
can't hit a contested shot. Everybody else hitting them. And then I switched to this one, and it's like, yo, it doesn't matter. If you there, you ain't there. 10%, 30%. I don't care. I'm just shooting the basketball.
Interesting.
So
yeah. Well,
Definitely
that makes sense. I'm now starting to think about that, man. You're gonna get me going back in the lab.
Yeah, defensive immunity but defensive immunity didn't matter at all last year. It seemed like, but this year it seems like it matters a lot more than we thought it did.
Well, what's the rumor? The rumor is that they're saying timing stability is more focused for smaller guards that are running the one. And if you're a spot up shooter, you could go without it. At least that's what's spreading. Yeah.
Okay, so that makes perfect sense then.
If you're a spot up shooter, you don't even need to focus on, because your stamina bar is always going to be max when you're shooting. So and I noticed playing offline, that even if I go, like, say I lose a quarter of my stamina bar, it throws off my timing on the shot way off. Yeah, you really got to focus on that cue.
Yeah,
it's a slower jump, at least it feels. Everything feels a lot slower. So
take it as a point guard that plays without Gatorade. I experience it on a regular basis, which is why I have to pay so much close attention to my animation. Okay, because I know by the time I dribble a few times, my energy, so I gotta be able to identify if it's coming up slower or faster. And it's not as much as last year, for sure. I could tell you that. Last year it was way worse. All right. But 2K dropped a patch this morning. And it seemed like they have a schedule that they're gonna keep rolling out certain small patches as well, man. They address some of the issues. Some of them. Mine is gonna be fixed eventually, which is the palm trees. What do y'all think about them rolling out this?
Also, they said they're gonna fix it during the week, right? The palm trees.
Yeah.
During
the weekend, over the weekend.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So what do y'all think about 2K pretty much responding this fast with a fix?
I personally, I feel like it shouldn't happen in the first place, especially with a problem that we've already had for years now. I remember when we had the Pro-Am 3v3 joints, the camera angle was messed up way back when, 2K20, 2K19. These are things that we should know. Like, come on, over 2 decades of experience with this stuff. I understand there's a ton of coding, and I promised that I would cut the 2K dev team some slack, and consider this being slack cut for you guys, because I would go more aggressively. You guys should know better by now. I know we had a huge patch that we had to take care of, but things like camera angles, folks adjusting their camera angle and having palm trees obscure the whole court, that's like a rookie mistake, in my opinion. It feels like that would be a rookie mistake. But
now my buddy, as far as the updates and how quickly they did them, my buddy was telling me, so he's a dev, but he's not for 2K, but he's a developer. He's over like a developer team or what have you. He develops applications for like banks and stuff like that. And so what he was saying is, a lot of times they do have a schedule that they roll these things out. But let's say if they have a back-to-back update like this, they take the low-hanging fruit first, or the easy fixes first. They go ahead and knock those out with the with the second update. So if they put something out and there's a lot of things that it caused, if it's nothing too serious or it's nothing game breaking or doesn't not a security risk or anything, they take the things that are easiest to fix first. So in this case, the palm trees, the little things like that that they had with the badge deal. Yeah, right. It's just stuff that was probably easy enough to just, we can just fix that real quick. And we have another update window right here, so we just drop it in there. Because the way that it goes, from what I understand, they have windows when they can do these things and disrupt the game or what have you. It's not just like they can just drop one when they can. And it's similar in networking with what we do. When we fix something on the network, we got certain windows that we can do it. Like this weekend, I got to go because we got a window this weekend. So I have to go out there and do some stuff.
All right, fair enough. One thing I noticed, though, that really troubled me, that's what I was upset about, right? The devs went quiet after the patch. While the community was upset and annoyed, they were really, really quiet. And I will say this, though. That is a completely wrong approach.
Mm-hmm.
Because they've been pretty active and we loved it. Even through all the chaos, they've been all the stuff people they've been active saying, yo, we working on this, working on it. And I think that's the best approach at the end of the day. Like something as simple as, yo, we see what y'all talking about. We're working on fixing it as soon as possible. We'll go really, really far. Okay.
Right.
All right. And I gotta give them props. They've been doing a very good job except after that last big patch.
Yeah.
And that was really, I ain't gonna front, I was really kind of like, yeah, really, y'all guys out here feeling like we speaking to nobody.
Yeah, you know, one of the things that kind of led us to believe that this was going to be a really good year was how active they were prior to release. We was like, man, they out there, they're in Twitter Spaces, so they must be standing on this. They're ready to drop some dope. So when they confident. So after the patch, when everything goes quiet and then folks are having major issues like your badge is getting reset in the rec center, we're like, well, where y'all hiding at? How are we hearing crickets right now? This is where y'all should be coming out. And you guys, in my opinion, the dev team should be posing the question, something along the lines of anything need fixing? Just put it out there. How's the patch going? You know, doing check-ins with the community to say, you know what I mean? So I think they've done a great job as well. We've never had this level of communication from the dev team, this level of connection. So I definitely commend them as well. But even still, don't drop the ball. Keep the joint going. I've been preaching that they're turning a new leaf.
They should have somebody that's designated to.
You would think.
You know what I mean?
Like a community manager or something like that.
Yeah.
There's somebody
let's name him Ronald. Maybe we should name him Ronald.
That's his job. I thought he's a celebrity community manager.
He a community
manager. Celebrity community manager. You don't mess with peasants.
Oh, peasants. You don't mess with peasants.
Okay. You ain't no superstars, bro. You seeing the NBA players and them shaking his hands, man. Celebrity games, man. Y'all beyond, man. Y'all below or beneath.
Hey, you're right, man. Okay. So we got to get somebody.
How dare you even utter the words of
insinuate that? Okay. So maybe we should go with somebody like well then I don't know who it is.
I like Zach, man. I like Zach.
Doing his thing. LD always doing his thing.
LD for sure.
Always doing his thing. Wolf been really active as well.
Wolf has been very active. I will say that.
Yeah, so they got a few people who've been doing great, but I just didn't like the silence after the last patch, man. I didn't like it. Like they just, all right, we hear them talking, we're not gonna say anything. No, you can't do that. You can't. Just one statement. That's all. That's all you need. Now you ain't gotta be back and forth. We know there's always gonna be we know there'll always be negative Nancy's in there. Okay. Right. No matter what you do, they're waiting to say the game is trash. All right, we get it. The game is trash. We get that. Stop playing. So let's people who think the game is decent, enjoy. We get it. Okay. I'd like to mix with trash. If trash is there, I'll move on. Right. If I think something is trash, I don't play it. I'll move on. Case closed, class dismissed. I ain't gotta ask you if you like it or not to make me feel better about myself. Okay.
Much like Shield Shooter. I can't get you on that game to save my life.
You hell of trash.
You just won't play.
Guess what? You could keep playing it all the time. But guess what? Guess what you're gonna find out my opinion. Anytime you ask me, you want to play this? Nope, hell no, none of that Shield Shooter shit. All right, you talking about Apex, right?
Apex Legends. Yeah, we call it Shield Shooter Simulator because all you do is shooting people's shields in that game. You take forever to kill somebody. So I like the game. Hey, Brute don't like the game. It is what it is. But that's one of my top 10 games, top 5 right now. I ain't gonna, maybe top 2. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, top 2. I like shooting shields.
You sure you don't drink or smoke? Did you recently start drinking or smoking, Jay? I know your ass though. Did you recently start drinking or smoking or something? What?
Hey man, I like shooting shields, man. I ain't say you like it. I said I like it. But hey, it's all good.
Right, bro. You need to go out. Something. Anyway, shit, hella trash. Anyways, all right. To close off, right? I need y'all because I asked y'all this the first episode. How would y'all rate NBA 2K24? And y'all pretty decent, pretty nice. No, actually, y'all were pretty harsh from my memory, right?
That was 2K. Hold on. Did we rate 2K24?
Yes, we did. The first day, beginning. Yes, we did. We did.
Yeah.
We did.
Just, it's a preliminary rating. It's
Yeah.
preliminary, so it's all good.
We didn't have much experience there. That's why a month after, right? How would y'all rate NBA 2K24 with all the chaos, with all the goods, the bads, the uglies? I want to start with Jay right now. First of all, I'll start with
I'm
Jay.
gonna still give it a 6. I'm gonna still give it a 6. And
Six?
and like I said, yeah, they can still improve, but I'm gonna still give it a 6, man. I think I gave it a 6 the first time. I'll give it a 6 again just because I feel like there's a lot of room for improvement, and I'm not gonna kill the score because of that. But I do feel like I wasn't gonna go no lower than I don't think it's
why a 6?
I don't think it's worse than what it was, but it's definitely not better than what it was.
Let me tell you, how do you rate the gameplay?
The gameplay? Well, gameplay is up there. I think the gameplay is probably top tier if we're looking at just the gameplay itself, but the things surrounding the gameplay and the little glitches.
That's the little thing I was asking. So why you brought it back down to a 6 now, since the gameplay is top tier?
Hey, because of the things around it. Like they got to clean up some stuff. There's work to be done. Once we get these things cleaned up, I think I'll be up a little bit more. But right now
I'm a dev,
right?
I'm a dev. Jay, what can we do to bring this up to a 9 or 10?
What can we do to bring it up to a 9 out of 10?
Yes.
How much time?
Tell me, I have a problem, right? And you're a married man. You're a married man.
Right.
By now, you're supposed to know. Don't go to your woman and say this without any solution to help the situation. Well, I'm telling you. God, that's what I'm saying. You tell me I have a problem. Okay, so what can I do to, help this whole situation?
What can we do to help this whole situation?
Yeah.
For me, honestly, just little stability stuff. So, like when I play somebody in starting, first of all, starting 5 was the best game. That's the sweatiest game mode. Like that's just crazy. You used to be able to go in there to have fun.
That is.
Yeah. No, they did it. They put classic teams in there. So instead of me playing against, instead of me playing with LeBron, Louis Hachimura.
But that's your fault. You know why?
They put freaking Elgin Baylor and
because they just put that out there first. They didn't know it would have been a popular mode. But then y'all went on the social media and said, "Oh, it's such a great mode. Just fix this." But 2K don't just fix anything. Okay, they gotta put a little something extra on it. Okay.
But speaking of which, when you beat somebody in there, if they quit or what have they quit on you, and you'll still get banned. Things like that.
Facts,
that shouldn't be happening anymore.
Definitely
The animation glitch that we got. It's just so many little things that we've seen in previous 2K, the steals not being balanced the way that they were toward the end of last. I really don't care about the steals really, but it's just things that we've seen them in previous 2Ks.
Actually, because you benefit from it, but continue on.
No, I'm like I said,
Lockdown, J-Easy.
I do benefit from it, but I can recognize that some tweaking, there is room for tweaking. I ain't gonna say tweaking needs to be done. I'm gonna say that there is room to tweak them. I recognize that there's room to do that. And like I said,
run up and say, "I got it, Brute." Blitz.
Max, right?
Hey, that's my joint, man.
Max,
but that and then you got the, like I said, legacy issues. Like the dude throws a post hook, I block him, I jump at him, block him out. I'm closer to the rim, and the guy that took the shot gets the offensive. Just little legacy issues that make their way through to all of the.
This is a conversation I had in my last video, right? This post hook thing, right? But what if the person that threw the post hook is one of the better rebounders by far compared to little old you trying to block it?
Oh man, that's tough.
Should he be rewarded because his attributes?
But I mean, I've had 99 rebounding and they still get it. So like,
I know
we know in past 2Ks it still be happening.
It seems to be like a recovery issue. Like the person who's defending goes into recovery, but the offensive player has no recovery. They just instantly, hit the ground running.
All right. As someone who have a center here that is built for rebounding and defense with barely on offense, no.
Okay, I give you that.
This is why I keep making that argument, right?
Right.
Because I have a center that's pretty much built like a Dennis Rodman build. Okay. I'm telling you, I could play defense, contest all the shots, and my recovery, because I got Hall of Fame pogo, I'll land down really fast so I could recover.
But that's a 6'9", right?
Yes.
He got a 6'9", yeah.
Yeah, I think
Exactly.
it has something to do with the height as
So
well.
if we go with the height rebounding and stuff like that, then you might be.
So that's what I'm
you
saying.
might be
It
very
could be a situation where the build is just
I
not.
understand.
So that's my argument.
He's a superior rebounder. So yeah, if that's the case, then
I can see that.
ain't nothing we can say about it.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I keep
all things being equal.
You got a lot of people
not
trying to
equal.
finesse that center build. A lot of people
They
going
are.
with the 90, 92.
yes, a lot of centers out there.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of builds out there are not, they're not created right because people trying to move as much attributes and do too much stuff instead of being specialized builds.
Yeah,
I got
You know what I'm saying?
I can dig it.
So people kill my build all the time. Oh, I'm gonna expose this build because I could shoot. All right, you go. I love centers that try to score me because then it puts what my build was created for into action more often than not. Now you force me to play defense. You force me to pull rebounds and stuff like that, right? Okay. So Jay, you stand on that 6.
I'm standing on the 6 for right now. They can make it better. They got a few things that need to be ironed out. The road is a little bumpier, but it's smoother than it was before. And you know what? I'm gonna give them a set. Hold on.
Stand on it.
Man,
come on! You say it was worse.
It was.
That was a little smoother, which means you can't get in the same rate. Now I'm just saying.
I mean, listen, man. If you ask me, it's up there. It's probably an 8. I ain't gonna lie. But the community standpoint, I ain't having none of the issues that y'all having. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't having none of the problems that y'all having. I'm still shooting that joint.
This is what
I'm trying to bring.
I'm hitting them.
Yeah.
I was digging, City.
Yeah.
I don't want
you had to pull it out. You had to pull it out of them.
Yes. That they having. So I'm gonna give it a 7.5. I'm gonna give it a 7.5, maybe an 8. The game after the patch, the game is more responsive. My steals are still there. You run by me, give me that. I'm taking the ball. I'm taking all the balls. Give me all of them.
There it is. You guys wanted the pause moment. You got the pause moment. Jay-Z's taking all the balls, just so you know.
Not like that. I'm talking about basketball.
I just had to make sure that the pause moment for this 2K crossover was fully established.
There you go. Taking all the balls, Jay. All the balls.
He's taking all the balls.
Wow. I'm stealing all the basketball.
He's still a little aggressive too, man. A little aggressive too. I ain't gonna lie. He's taking his balls too aggressive.
I'm stealing everything. I'm getting rebounds.
This year he's taking all the balls, Jay.
I can't stand y'all.
Oh man!
But I'm stealing. My steals are still there. I'm shooting the piss out of the basketball. I'm hitting shots in people's face. I'm hitting contested shots. Boy, I got 2 games this morning. I shot 100%. Every shot was contested. The heat check is working. Like everything. To me, the game is a really good game. I'm loving the game. I'm enjoying it. And I keep trying to be relatable, I guess, or be considerate of the issues that everybody. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Y'all didn't give a about me when I was struggling. So I don't care about y'all. I'm having a great time on this game. I love it.
Thank you, bro.
This is what I was
1.5. See why I was digging, City.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get my boy to come out. I'm like, what?
You got to. I mean, you got to, man. Yeah. And there's gonna be millions of people just like that. I feel the same exact way. For everybody that dislikes their experience so far on 2K, there's gonna be another 2 that really love it because the game is. The good majority of the players on
2K. Every time y'all ask me what am I doing, I'm in the house of randoms, struggling with who played it. If I didn't like the game, how am I playing this much with randoms? And cruising my record, and I still don't care. Right. I'm still about 75% with randoms, still winning 75%. Or maybe it's 72 after this morning because we went on like a 10-game skid. But that ain't the point. The point is everything for me is working. I'm trying to be considerate of everybody else, but I'm cool with it, man. I'm enjoying the game a lot. A lot.
Thank you very much. That's all I needed, man. So what? 7 or 8? 7.5 or 8?
I'm gonna give it a 7.6925. That's what I'm gonna give it. 7.6.
Round up to 8. Right? Round up to 8.
Give it 8. I'm having fun, man. I've been on this game 3 nights this week to 3 a.m. If I ain't like the game, why am I on the game to 3 a.m. 3 nights this week?
Oh my God. All right. City.
Hey.
The guy who is no BC. He got a different perspective from all of us. How would you rate NBA 2K24, man?
You know, it's like I thought I was gonna have a different experience. Yeah, I thought I wasn't gonna have fun this year. Period. Especially coming off last year, I said this would be like the last straw. If I go no money spent, they definitely gonna throw me right over the edge and just get rid of 2K and whole. But that's not the case, man. And I sympathize with you guys and your struggles out there, but I'm not gonna sacrifice my own enjoyment for your struggle. It's not going down. So I will, if I had to rate the game. If I had to rate the game, I've already mentioned this, and for me, it's going down as one of the best 2Ks of all time, top 5 for me. This is just facts for me, man. I could only again, I may be having a very different experience than y'all because I'm going no money spent. But when people hear no money spent, I know when I heard no money spent in previous years, I start to feel bad for the dude. Like, oh man, that must be hell, right? And that's not a fact. Oh man, that must be hell. I feel sorry for you, bro. You going no, you ain't never playing with me. No money spent. You ain't never. You feel me? Quite the contrary. This year, if I had to rate the game, is going 8 or even 9.
All right, let me be devil's advocate for a little bit because when I see opportunity, I gotta do it. You think your experience is a little bit different because of the influence you have and the people you could have around you while your build is, progressing or getting better over time?
Thank you. So this challenge, because I get it. If I was playing with randoms, I'd have a very different experience out here. Yeah. But the reason why I went no money spent is if I could play the same way with the same people, with no boost, no Gatorade. You get what I'm trying to say? So I do want to clarify that. Like, I'm thinking, I understand that I run with a good team. They get my back, I get their back. But if I'm limited out there, I won't be able to get their back as well. Right. That's what's supposed to happen, is what I was thinking was going to happen, that there should have been a change.
In all fairness, if your build not ready, I suggest you all stay in my career anyways, to be honest. Okay? Right? Unless you got people that you know who agree, like, okay, we're going to play with that type of build. We understand your weakness or your players are certain. Do not go and stress people out anyways. But anyway,
so again, if I had to rate it, got to be top 5 for me as of right now. I'm not being naive here. I understand there are some quality of life issues that need adjusting, but that's where that 1 to 2 points difference will make up for that, putting it at a 10 for me. Just my experience and being as honest as possible. Hopefully you guys out there are having just as much fun as I am. One of the criteria for determining how good this 2K was going to be how often I stayed on this game. The fact that I'm losing track of time, you know what? I've been spending this year just trying to restructure my sleep schedule because I've been staying up so late and then getting up early to make content. And that's been my day-to-day, going out there playing, and I'm reluctant to get off the game because I'm having so much fun. These are just absolute facts. No, 2K did not buy my soul, and the only way that you can't justify that, not one bit could you justify 2K buying my soul when I'm telling you guys I'm playing no boost and telling you guys save your money.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I see some upgrades in your background and stuff, man. 2K pretty good, man. What's going on?
That bag is kicking in.
Man. That bag. You know they're gonna tell you that, man.
I already know. Know.
All right. For me, I was a little harsh the last time with my rating. I ain't gonna lie. I remember I was harsh, and I think it was rightfully so. But now I said like 5 the last time. I kept going down until I stopped when we were on 5 or something.
He's not stopping yet. Hey, wait for it.
5 maybe.
He said 2.5.
Yeah.
It was bad. But I have to give 2K props. Now, the last patch with the chaos and all that stuff. All right, cool. I understand that. But overall, my experience has been pretty good. Now, I'm a casual. I'm not a comp player. Now, comp players clearly have a difference in opinions because all the people in the comp community, when I'm talking about my experience, someone who runs around and goes solo rec willingly. Right. And when I'm not in solo rec, I play with my stream. That's what I do. Okay. So I'm casual or rec warrior to the cross, my park experience is very limited. Yeah, and I'm having a lot of fun with this game because I try to play with as little boost as possible. I put on shooting boost sometimes, not all the time. I get a lot of them from the events more often than not, which is good. And my experience has been pretty good. Now, a lot of the delay that a lot of people have been experiencing, I have not experienced any. My biggest issue so far was when they add those palm trees. Now, if they didn't drop that patch and I didn't know that fix was coming, and we had this conversation now, I would have dropped like three extra points off of that rating from them. I ain't gonna lie to you because that was just so irritating to me, right? But I will right now give it a 7.5.
Okay.
I'll give it that right now. All right. In terms of improvements, stability issues, I try to get into the street course and my game crashed multiple times. I know it shut a few consoles off for some people and stuff like that. Like, of course, I'm enjoying it, but still, I know a lot of people that I play like in close proximity. Like, even like getting someone from PlayStation to join me, it's a problem.
Right.
That's like it's a while to get people like that. That, you know what I mean? Those type of stuff they gotta iron out. And I know they know it's going on and working on it and whatever, but still I'm experiencing it. All right. So yeah. So I will give them a 7.5, which is a huge improvement, I think, from my last assessment. Again, shooting problems, I'm not having it. So I think we gave great advice about how to improve your shooting, because I think all of us use that. Pay attention to your animation instead of go off a feel. Even Mike Wing came out and say that, like, this is what we did to battle the Zens. But we know a lot of people went and bought Zens. Even Chuck showed that he got the Zen and the Titan too. Okay. And trust me, they ain't playing. At some point, I think the dev need to have the conversation is if they're gonna continue to make the game harder for us to battle them, or are they gonna actually do their job and invest in some good anti-cheat to ban people like other games do? So at some point they're gonna have to have that conversation. It might just be a simple fix of let's switch up the jump shot timing. It's gonna get worse. And in fact, I know it's getting worse. Whereas they don't need to look at a shooting bar no more, and it tells the cue from just a regular jump shot. It's getting worse. Trust me. And it's really close to. So they're gonna have to have the conversation. But for now, 7 point something. I'm a casual player, and I'm having fun as a casual player, bro. All right.
Yeah. So I definitely have to preface mine with that too. I'm the ultimate random king of the randoms, as they might say. Like 90% of my games are in the house of randoms. Like that's it. So I could be having a very different experience than everybody else. And a lot of the shots are my catch and shoot shots. And so, I mean, you just pass the ball and I'm wide open and I just take the shots. It could be very different. My experience could be very different, but just want to say that. But I do feel you guys' pain that are getting ripped every possession and all of that. I ain't
gonna throw you. I will say this though. After the last patch, I think they might have buffed steals a little bit.
They definitely did. I ain't gonna lie. They definitely did.
Yeah, because folks are calling for a buff to Unpluckable.
Conspiracy Brute is in the building. I think the devs want to nerf steals, but they don't want to just nerf it right now when most of the community still wants it. So they give it a little buff. They could irritate enough people. They could get enough of an outcry so it could be justified.
And then they're gonna overdo the joint.
Yo, this is a conspiracy.
This is OD right now, bro.
It's a conspiracy, bro. I ain't gonna front. I go out there and I'm like, damn. But because I like when people spam me, because it's easy because I see the
you just run around them. Yeah,
I run around there easily. But I've seen how effective and it has been. I don't know if it's on purpose, giving them the. But
you think like they're doing the Amazon? You think they're doing the Amazon fire sale thing where they buff steals and then So when they put them back to where they were, it seems like they nerfed them, but they buffed them. And so now when they tone them back to how it was on launch,
it's back to the beginning.
Yeah, they like y'all thought they bad. We can show you how bad it can get. Now this is bad.
Now this is a whole conspiracy. This is not fact. This is all conspiracies.
Speculation, yeah.
But it's about because I'll play on like that. Okay. Ask Jay. He was there first time we went out after.
Them dudes had 5, 6, 8s with all had 91 steel in there. They was just spamming, bro. It was crazy.
I got 7 turnovers that game. Now we won by far, of course.
30, yeah, we destroyed them by 30.
I was like, okay, let's ball. I like this. It was okay, cool. Now I know y'all can't right stick up the lane, so I'm passing the rock. I'm calling people cuts and stuff, and then we start exposing them. But
that's the difference maker, bro.
Yeah, a lot of guards don't like to do that. They want to be able to dribble in front and do that. That's the thing.
It's like, come on, man. That's why I see too many point guards are able to make too many mistakes. And I hate the idea. We finally got a game with defense in it, where if you're a point guard and you're making those mistakes, dribbling into a 99 steal, you should get the ball stolen from you. Stop the nonsense. Second, you cross over twice in front of that defender, that ball should come out your hands. That's my thoughts. Pass the rock, bro, because a higher IQ point guard like Brew will see that the defense is broken because the homie's reaching nonstop. Bam, pass the rock, 2-3 points.
I feel like someone just threw me into their fight.
just run right around them and get on the rim.
Brew,
run right around them.
Brew is going to elaborate right now.
I feel like someone just took a fight and just throw me in the middle.
Yeah, because they're going to go at my head for saying that. You don't know what you're talking about, City. You're a run point guard.
We don't play no comp. You don't want to go through.
I already see it. You don't even know what you're talking about. You don't play no comp.
I said none of that.
Brew had asked me to mention that prior to starting this whole thing. He asked me to bring it up and play devil's advocate, so that's why I brought it up.
Man. But yeah, man, I'm having fun, man. I'm having fun, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, y'all. I've been seeing y'all in the comments, man, and I'm like, all right, but I'm still having fun, man. So. Yeah, man.
You know, when you're having a miserable time, like you say you at a water park and you just down and out, and you see somebody going down the water slide, super happy, smiling, cheesing.
I'm mad at that person, bro.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? That's what the type of heat we got to deal with. You feel what I'm saying? When we say this stuff, and I'm completely aware of it.
Why is he so happy?
Yeah, but anyways, why is he so happy? Fact.
Yeah, man. So anyways, that's all we got for y'all, man. A next good one in the books. Legendary. Now, I want y'all feedback in the comment section and follow my guys, man. Y'all see the name tags right there. Y'all know what, just type it in the search. Y'all gonna find them. Jay and AllCity, of course.
Yes, sir.
Y'all got some closing remarks, y'all? Start with Jay.
If you're a person that's having as much fun as we are with the game, don't let the vocal minority influence your decision. If you're having fun, let us know down in the comment section. Say you're having fun. I don't know what these guys are talking about. There are some issues that need to be addressed. I will admit it, but still, it's not inhibiting my fun. And so this is a safe space for you all. Don't worry about these guys on Twitter and all that. If you're having fun, you're having fun.
All right, now, Jay, how much did 2K pay for that ad?
Just talking about,
I find your gear look like you got a little bit more,
luxury.
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. It was a little ghetto a while ago. It was a little ghetto, and all of a sudden, it now lean over to luxurious-ish. You understand? Looks like you're making more money. That's all I'm saying. Okay.
Oh my god!
I see it with the new upgraded background.
We all got paid. We all got the bag. But neither one of us got a big enough bag to get a new house, Brute.
Exactly. Only one of us got a brand new house paid for cash.
You care to talk about that, bro?
Cash. Yeah.
Oh man. To piggyback off what Jay Easy said.
Nah, you can't just do that.
Just because we're having fun doesn't mean that we're not going to speak on topics that are concerning for you guys. That's what we do. We speak on the topics that are concerning to you guys, whether we're going through it or not. In previous years where I wasn't having nearly as much fun, I still spoke about good things that were going on in the community and how 2K gameplay was. And I spoke about the things that frustrated me. This year, there's probably going to be less videos talking about the things that are frustrating me because I'm having a little bit more fun. But if it's a problem within the community, best believe we finna keep it covered. Appreciate y'all tuning in, man. You already know AllCity 2K crossover.
Done know, man. Great one, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all know what it is. Subscribe and have a blessed one. Be safe out there, y'all. Peace.
Easy, yeah. If you guys are tired of running with randoms and you're looking for players to run with on NBA 2K, come on out and join our Discord. We'd love to have you. The link for Discord will be in the description below. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in, and y'all be sure to keep it locked right here at AllCity Live TV because we got a bunch more NBA 2K24 news, information, and updates coming your way. Drop a like and drop a sub on your way out. I'll catch you guys on the next video or live stream. Easy, y'all.